Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Venture Adventures, in which we'll be interviewing entrepreneurs here in Lagos, Nigeria to find out what it's like to be an entrepreneur and what we can do to help teenagers growing up to become entrepreneurs. Right now we're at the office of Mrs. Ndidi Obioha, the owner and CEO of Enthyst place, and very soon we're going to be going in to ask a few questions on what advice she has for us teenagers. So let's start heading in. Hello everyone, welcome to the office of Mrs. Obioha. I would like for her to introduce herself and her company.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Ndidi Obioha. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Enthyst Limited, and Enthyst Limited comprises of Enthyst Events Management, Enthyst Fashion Clinique, Enthyst Bridal, and the newest of the lot, which is the Event Pro, our infotainment TV show that's going to be coming up in August on African Magic Orbit. So that's what I do. I'm the creative director and chief executive officer of the entire. What am I most passionate about? I would say I'm actually very passionate about things that bring my creativity to bear, because I'd say I'm a very creative person. I love to come up with ideas and see those ideas come to reality. I think that's what got me into events planning in the first place. Fashion stylist, as an event consultant, as a style consultant. All of this makes you think out of the box, and anything that makes me think out of the box, I am totally very passionate about. So that for me is what I'm passionate about. What motivates me to get up in the morning? That would be the fact that anything that is passion driven for me totally motivates me in the morning. I look forward to wanting to do that thing that I'm very passionate about. So passion totally motivates me. Passion for what I do motivates me in the morning. I have to enjoy what I do to look forward to doing what I know how to do. So for me, the fact that I'm passionate about whatever it is I venture into totally gets me going, urges me, pushes me forward, and that's more than enough to help me get a good start. So, why the name Enthyst? People always ask me that. I'm sure Chike, if you look around, you can easily tell. I'm a sucker for purple. Purple is my favorite color. Purple, the stone is amethyst, and amethyst is definitely purple in color. So the thist is from amethyst. E, my husband's first name, and my first name, the letter of my first name. So it's Enthyst. That's the combo. Ndidi, any Ndidi Thist. That's E-N-Thist. Enthyst. That's how come Enthyst was coined. Yeah, how did I come up with my business idea? You know, it's funny because I'd done the whole 9 to 5 thing. I had a stint with the advertising agency, the advertising industry, with the telecom industry, and lastly was the banking industry. And for me, the banking industry was the last role for me. I've always been a marketer. That's one thing I think I'm talented at doing, which is marketing. I totally love to market anything. So marketing was what I did when I was in the bank. When I did get tired, at some point it wasn't challenging for me anymore, which is being in the bank, and I wanted to do my own thing. So I remember asking myself, I've always said to people, if you want to start off something, make sure it's something, like I said before, something that you have a passion for, something that you love to do, because then that is what motivates you, and then the money will come later. So I remember when I was in the bank, everybody thought I practically had a salon at home because I would come to work every new week with a new hairdo on. But I never did. I just liked to look good. I just liked the idea of having lovely hair on. And I would go all the way to the island. Then I was living on the mainland to get my hair done. And I realized that it wasn't very convenient for a lot of people. But because I knew what I wanted, I didn't mind the whole stress of going that whole home to get what I wanted done. And I said to myself, okay, there's a gap there. There are definitely people that would want to go to a very conducive, convenient, comfortable salon and pay the price for it, but most of all get value for their money. Mainland had a lot of beautiful, very talented stylists, but the places where you could get the hair done just wasn't conducive enough. And that's how come I gave birth to Haircraft. So I started at the salon. I'm not a stylist, but like I said, I'm a very creative person. So I'll come up with creative styles, have the stylist implement them. And that was the first thing I came up with, which was the salon, Haircraft back then. And then Haircraft then gave birth to the event management business. And how did I stumble on that? I remember when the brides would come, because we used to do a lot of bridal hair also. When the brides would come get their hair done, I would consult with them, wanting to find out, it's not just about them coming and getting their hair done. I would consult with them, trying to find out what kind of outfits they're wearing and the kind of hairdo that would fit the kind of outfits and hair accessories they're using on a wedding day. And in doing that, brides usually are pretty sensitive that whole period of planning their wedding. So we get talking, and okay, this is them telling me what they've done, what hasn't been done, the stress of planning their wedding. And some of them I would engage them. I remember telling one or two of them about how I planned my own wedding. I got to my wedding on a boat. It was a very memorable day for me. I remember one of them finding my whole story very, very creative, very interesting. And she said to me, what, madam, could you please just take the stress off me and plan my wedding? I like that you've got such amazing ideas. Your imagination is something else. Could you do this for me? And I thought it was a joke, but hey, I started to take up the challenge and I said, okay, I'll do this. I remember the bride asking me to please plan her wedding, and I did. I took up the challenge, and that one wedding we did got us 3 other weddings. And that's how the event planning business started. The event planning business then gave birth to the bridal business, where we started stocking amazing bridal wedding dresses for brides. And then that gave birth to the red carpet business, the red carpet aspect of our business, the fashion clinic, where we started carrying amazing red carpet dresses because people would want to wear them to the events that we do. And that finally gave birth to the newest on the block, which is the TV show. So for me, it's always been one thing after the other. I've always liked things that I call them concepts that are very pregnant, that are able to give birth to other things. But in all of this, they're all interwoven, style related, creativity, and most of all, passion driven. So that's how the journey started, and that's where we are today. For startup businesses, I would always say to them, be focused, dream it, do it. Never be scared of taking risks. Never be scared of being adventurous. I'm a risk taker. I'm never afraid. People call me a serial entrepreneur. That's fine. I just like to dream it and implement it, do it. So be focused and always take those dreams to God in prayer, because once God has sanctioned it, trust me, He will put the things in place. You will find things working out for you because He has sanctioned that thing that you want to do. But take it to God in prayer. But most of all, prayer, be focused, and never be afraid to try. The truth is, the 2 things I do, event planning and the fashion clinic. For the fashion clinic, for me, shopping is a retail therapy for me. So I totally love to shop. People call me shopaholic, but that's fine. But guess what? I'm doing that and I'm also making money from it. So totally works for me. Event planning. For every event I do, especially when there are clients that I have a one-on-one relationship with, I actually party during those events. And I love to party, I love to dance. So this is me just having fun doing everything I do. Enjoying myself and getting paid to enjoy myself in all of this. So yeah, that's what it is. And I'm really happy. Chike, I'm so proud of you. I like that I'm able to see young ones that are ready to make it in life, that are ready to take on the challenges and realizing that it's amazing to think something at a very young age and believe that you can do it. So, my dears, think it, do it. And the earlier you start, the better. I'm glad that the whole country, the whole world is focusing more on entrepreneurship. This is how it starts. Make sure you find that God-given skill and develop it. And guess what? You can definitely make money from it. But it has to be passion driven. Because then whether you make money or you don't make money, you enjoy what you're doing, and trust me, finally the money will come. All the best.